We Say What They Can't Radio.
Welcome to SoulShare, a conversation focused on love, intimacy, vulnerability, and emotional intelligence. This is a different kind of relationship dialogue for those who want to make the shift from the ego-driven to more intimate, spirit-nurturing partnerships that satisfy. Because that's what Black love is. Black love is powerful. Black love is soulful. Black love is a love that you can feel. Give thanks. Hi, this is Sesheta Khepra, the Intimacy Junkie, and this is episode 4 of SoulShare. And we're going to do something a little bit different. I have all the fellas with me here.
Right.
Yeah, they're about to gang up on me about some hip-hop and music, but that's okay.
It's not. I'm just here to discuss hip-hop.
I got my boxing gloves on. So introduce yourselves to, my audience who may not be familiar with you.
Hey, I'm the co-CEO. We Say What They Can't. Big shot MoRock, and I'm just here to discuss hip-hop. I don't want to argue. I just want to discuss hip-hop.
You want to argue because you started with me from the time I walked through the door.
I didn't.
But that's all right, though.
I need you
moving on.
All right. I'm Sharif Islam, sound engineer, the engineer for We Say What They Can't, and music producer. Go by the name of Tek.
He's the one that makes everybody sounds beautiful. No, he wasn't here for your last show.
Yeah, I wasn't here for that.
Yeah.
But I try to do
That
my
was
best to get you to sound, to make the salvage it.
Well, wait a minute. He did have something to do with it. He did. He left it on mute.
I'm quite sure that you're probably the reason why the sound is off because, your taste is a little bit off in music and sound.
So
you're kind of sonically challenged. So therefore, I believe that it was you. Okay. Yeah.
So we're talking. What we're talking? Old school hip hop.
Yes.
Absolutely. So you said you're a big Kane. See, we supposed to get along. I'm a huge Kane fan. You're a huge Kane fan.
Exactly.
So I don't want to fight.
But the fight wasn't about Kane. The fight was how somebody your age, how did Biggie become part of your top 5?
My top 5. And I told you, I've never heard a rapper put words together like him. You said Cool G rap. I disagree. Mm-hmm. Biggie was way more melodic than G rap. You see how he would stretch his words? So you want to be hardcore. He hold it for a while. That's catchy. G rap just talk like sex. Boom, boom, buck.
I like why would you draw for that G rap?
We don't got that many songs to choose from.
So let me jump in on this. Here's G rap. Anybody who sounds like G rap, who modeled this style of G rap, is Black Thought.
I never thought about that.
You listen to Black Thought, he does a great impression of G rap, but his flow, his rapid flow, very G rap. Actually, there's a on one of his freestyles tapes. It was Black Thought and Sean J Period, where he goes in. Actually, he does himself.
Kane.
Yes, he does himself, Kane, and G rap.
I never heard.
It's crazy.
You might be official for that. I never see it's like the word, and that's what I didn't like about Black Thought in the beginning.
Oh,
it's the words are too bumbled up.
He puts too many.
I like flow. Let the beat breathe. And as a producer, you should let the beat. G rap never let the beat breathe. Let it breathe for a minute. He wanted to battle the beat. That's how I always felt about G rap. That's why Kane got him in Symphony.
What, you said what?
That's why Kane out-rhymed him in the first symphony. You disagree with that as a Kane fan?
No.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
Okay. No.
You're trying to start with me. You're trying to start.
No. Not at all.
What's your top 5 favorite rappers? Oh, my man, there. You about to get it now. Shut the pirate.
Y'all lucky I don't do hard alcohol anymore. But anyway.
You like 2G rap?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. No, I'm sorry. What was your top?
Yes. Well, G rap.
Well, Kane, G rap.
Mm-hmm. Then Rakim. Why? Okay. Yes. Why? Because he's not a battle rapper.
I didn't.
Is that why? Is that what you have against him? And I get that because he's not. LL Cool J
Okay.
It's 4.
and KRS-One.
Okay, that's good.
That's the top 5.
Very
So what was that again? What was
Very real generic top 5. I just
Why-
want to put that
why
out.
is
What
that
was it again?
why
It
is
was
that
like, it's
generic?
Kane, G-Rap,
LL,
LL,
Rakim.
Rakim, and KRS-One.
KRS-One.
Okay.
Why is that real
You're
generic?
taking your risk. I feel like it's, but whatever moves your soul. That's cool. What's your 5?
My top 5. Jay, Q-Tip,
These are my top 5 too.
Kane, Redman.
He's my 6th man.
Redman.
Redman is my
Redman is
sixth.
my-
He's
he's
my
the-
6th man.
he's the
Redman
most
is my 6th man.
Underrated
Yes,
lyricist.
I agree. He's my
Crazy.
6th man.
Redman.
This man play a Redman song.
What?
You got one more. Just
Don't let me
name
go
your
through
one.
my
Name-
Redman playlist. One more. Let me see. Oh, damn. 5.
I'm shocked. He's missing one person.
Oh no, he's wild right now. I know who he's No.
Why?
He's not thinking of the person I'm thinking about.
Hold
He's
on,
not
hold
thinking
on.
about.
Who's this? Wow. Somebody bumped Rakim off for me. Bumped off Rakim because he was at one point on my top 5.
Yeah.
It's Black Thought.
So the name I was thinking was Chuck D. I thought Chuck D would be in your top 5.
Nah, not as
I thought
lyricist.
it was a big-
top 5. I'm a big Public Enemy fan, but
Are we saying lyricists, or are we just saying our favorite rappers?
MCs, favorite rappers, my favorite.
But see, this is why I asked you, what are you basing it on? Because
The top
for
5
me, it's
people
about
I love to
lyrics.
listen to that used to stay, or I no pun intended. I would let my tape rock since my tape pop. No pun intended.
I mean, I have a lot of favorite rap. I mean, like right now, Master Killer. I believe we have a connection, an intimate connection. I love Master Killer, but he's not my top 5.
Master Killer from who?
Yes, I believe we have an intimate connection, and he just doesn't realize that.
Master Killer?
Yes.
Was
It
he-
used to be Ghostface, but then
Was he on that many songs?
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Okay. What is it? It's okay. See, because
It
he's
doesn't
funny.
matter.
Okay, so is it what?
This is not
You think he's handsome or something?
No, it's just that.
What is it about his lyrics?
What do you have against Master?
No, I
He
don't.
never said that. He never said
Never had
that.
it. I didn't hear him that much.
I have a
But
question.
when he did appear,
When he did, he didn't stand out.
Can you? I mean, because
Master Killer?
can you give me like a what was the record? What was the verse
That got
that
you.
you heard? I'm like, yo, he's good. I like him. This is,
that would probably be The Mystery of Chess Box.
what did he say? I don't remember. Do you remember what he said?
Now you see, this is why I said when people want to challenge me about the. Come on now.
I've never. You gotta understand. I've never heard that. That man is googling right now.
Yeah, I gotta find Master Killer.
I never heard him. I've never heard no one say, "Yo, Master Killer is one of my favorites." Never in life. So I just want to know what was the line. Like I could tell you every rapper. Like, yo, when he said that, I was rocking. So I'm asking you, what did Master Killer say? They like, yo, I'm rocking with him.
Let me see.
You don't worry about what he's doing. I ask you a question. No,
Matter of
you're being
fact-
rude. You're being rude.
Matter of fact, OD Big Birthday.
Is that raw? I'm gonna give it to you.
And
You
I
want
was,
trivia?
and it snowed, and I wanted to go to that event so bad, and it was just like that snow just deterred me, and I wanted to be.
I just want to know if you thought I was letting you get away with not giving me the Master Killer one.
Wait,
You
she
thought I
said
was letting you get away
it was a
with
mystery of chess boxing, right?
Is that raw? I'm gonna give it to you with no trivia.
But that
Straight from Bolivia. That was hot.
No, was that? Who was
that
that?
wasn't
Master
that
Killer?
wasn't
That was
Master
Master
Killer.
Killer? Oh shit.
Are you even a Wu fan?
I like some of the Wu members.
Okay.
I like some of the Wu. I like Old Dirty. I like Jizza. I like Meth.
You like Ray?
I like his voice.
No, that's not.
He's the last one.
Yo, they would give him 2 lines.
He's
every
the last
song.
one. No, he does not have just 2 lines.
I never heard six.
You talking about You God. You God only has 2 lines. But
I thought You God was better than Master
Now,
Killer.
Master Killer, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I think I know what. I think I know why. Master Killer, okay. He had the most. He
Complex.
had an R&B voice. He had a very
No,
smooth.
no.
Master Killer had a very smooth voice.
his
See, he's only saying that you like R&B because you're a female, I think.
Yeah, and you know
His
what?
voice-
And that's
his voice is
it's
very soothing.
You know what it is? I guess I connect because the way he rhymes is very complex and it's very layered, and the things that he says and how he says
Oh,
it.
he did. Okay, he only had one rhyme,
Just tell me
one
something.
line,
Yeah.
and that's from Triumph.
Exactly. And
Can you tell me how I went? Like,
I don't even remember
You
it.
gotta really bust the verse. Like, if you could just say the words, you could just talk the words. Somebody gotta tell me something.
He said, "Only thing I'm a killer, a master." Something. He said his name backwards or something like that. Remember? Look, she's like, what
Are you
he say?
confusing Master Killer with another Wu member?
what? How? He's nothing like any of the other ones. So how can I confuse him?
Can I change the subject?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna save you from yourself.
Save me from myself? How? There's
Because
nothing-
I'm asking for a king. I mean, I can't believe I even said that. I'm just so messed up right now.
because I'm not here to
Inspector Decker is better than him.
Everybody was better than him. I wanted them to
Except
take
for
him
Wu.
out and put Shaheem. I wanted Shaheem to be there.
Wow.
Shaheem was nice.
Yeah, he was.
You
So-
know what? Because I
Find his
guess
verse.
you know what? Like I said, it's a whole intimacy thing, and he's just very. I think he's very.
Talk to the mic. I can't hear you. So listen. All right. Let me ask you a question. Let's leave Master Killer alone for a minute.
Yes. You know what?
Wait,
That's
wait.
okay if you don't connect to him. I connect.
You're
to
not
Master
even
Killer.
telling me. Oh, you did just say wow, but I just want to hear
yes.
what was the rhyme? What was it that he said?
I just. You want me to see, and I'm not going
Like,
to
what I-
decide it. I
Okay,
just told
his
you.
verse.
Hold on. He's the best lyrically.
Come back together.
The track renders helpless and suffers from multiple stab wounds and leak sounds that's heard 93 million miles away from K1 to
Can you stop the
represent
music,
the
please?
nation. This is a gathering of the masses that come to pay respects to the Wu-Tang Clan.
He sound like he's
As we
reading.
engage
Like
in
he's
battle,
really
And that's what I find most people don't like his flow.
I'm big.
And they find his flow is boring.
I'm
But,
big on flow,
but
I'm
like
big
I
on
said, it's not
voices.
about the flow. It's about. And I
maybe-
told you it was the mystery of chess boxing is what made me fall in love.
Okay. See, I like when he says the High Chief Jamel takes the stage. That was the best line for me he ever did.
Okay.
The structure of today's music compared to the music in the 90s. Like, it's no structure now. Like, there's no bars. You got to do your little 16.
Because they're all on drugs now. They're all high. They're all the lean and all that other
no, but
stuff.
hold on.
You know rappers was doing drugs back then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but they just may have some weed. You know what I
No,
mean?
nah,
they was
I
doing-
mean, they
You
did some
Wolf
coke.
fan.
They was doing more than they was doing dust. All
Yeah,
kind-
and Redman, so yeah, you're right, but still.
But if you take it back to Roxanne Shante, 80s.
Mm-hmm.
These cats was doing 185 bar verses with no hooks.
Word.
There was
On
really
a-
no hooks.
On a real.
On the real, there was really no song structure.
Yeah.
Other than the hook would come in later, whatever it was, and then it just had verses upon verses of long verses. There
Because
really
it was
no-
about the lyrics back then. Now everybody is just heavily marketed, and it's about, okay, well, you have that it factor, and we're gonna market you, and we can sell you, and then they have a ghostwriter and come in and
Whoa, hip hop was damn near based on a ghostwriter.
so
If we going way back, if we taking it back, what's the cat's name? Shigil?
Grandmaster Cass.
Kaz wrote that rhyme. The guy was so high, he said Kaz's name in the rhyme. Like, he forgot that he was supposed to say his own name. He said Kaz's name. So hip hop has been based off ghostwriting. Sometimes I think
not based. It existed, but it wasn't based in it. It
there's been a
existed,
lot.
but
you know, well, you're a big MC Light fan.
absolutely.
Do you know that she had a ghostwriter?
A lot of the female artists have ghostwriters, so unfortunately.
I'm just saying this has been going on. It's been going on for a while. Reeve, let me ask you a question. What do you miss about the era you love of hip hop?
Me production. I miss the intricacies of the production. I feel like the production now, even though it's is based on a lot of synthesizers and stuff like that, the intricacies and the melodies aren't there. You know what I mean?
The melodies in the production, or
in the production, in the production.
Do
you know
you
what I'm saying?
feel that the producers that are larger, are they as big a music fan as the previous producers?
No.
Like how the from our era, the producers were
they go
huge
Fruity Loops.
music
They
fans.
they don't study what's before. They're not.
Right.
Most of them don't even attempt to try to learn how to play anything. I mean, just ear-wise, just think about this. A lot of the producers in our era were DJs.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
so they were DJs first, so they were studying music. They was playing records,
That's true.
so they knew their history was far all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So when they started producing records, they look at Premier. Premier don't play an instrument really. I mean, like a traditional whatever, like instrument. He's a DJ. He knows how to chop samples. He know how to drum machine. He know how to engineer. You know what I'm saying? That's all part of the DJ, the technical part of things. He's a technician. So, but his history of music is crazy. Jazz, all he grew up all that. And you may look at all of the DJs that are producers. DJ Scratch, Pete Rock. Almost every hot producer was a DJ at first. Even all the way up to what's his name? Just Blaze.
Yeah.
Just Blaze is a DJ.
Yeah. What do you miss about whatever ever you love the best? What do you miss about it? That's not happening now.
Like he said, the production,
The production.
work, and you can tell the difference between who's actual music fans and who knows their music, and how they just put together and how they produce music. That's what I miss.
I don't know if that's lyrics.
The lyrics,
too,
I mean,
well,
that too. The lyrics,
yeah.
the lyrics. I miss the lyrics. I miss the wordplay, like you saw my big wordplay. How you play on words, putting them together, the wittiness of the wordplay, and then we can't say now the young guys who doing whatever the Migos and all this kind of stuff. On one end, I mean, I have to really, I can't believe I'm saying this,
You like
but
the Migos?
Yes.
He likes drink too. He likes drink too.
You know what? I really am not. I'm not really familiar with the newer artists. I must say, because
I'm gonna say something that's probably not popular, and if someone I know was here, he probably would. We'd probably be fighting right now. I don't think there's a big difference between some of today's music and some of the 80s music as far as lyrically. I thought like the early 80s, like before like Kane and maybe even Mo D, they wasn't saying nothing.
oh yeah,
It's
it
very,
was
it's
simplistic.
very simplistic, very
Yeah.
nursery rhymish.
Right,
Definitely.
and that's like
Today it is.
Yeah, so when I used to hear like people like even like Soulja Boy and all this, even like up to Tekashi 6ix9ine, Catch a Bad Rap, like I need to listen to some of these 80s music. It wasn't, a lot of them wasn't all that good to me. It wasn't that good.
Okay.
It was top heavy to me.
What do you mean by that?
Like you had your, I'm gonna go. Let's say you had your Kings, your KRS-One, your Rakims, but then when we start going to that second and third tier. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Special Ed as a lyricist.
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
really?
I think he.
I love this flow. I love the offbeat flow. I love that.
But you just threw Special Ed in there. How did you just randomly select him as?
We're talking about from that. I'm talking about from like that late
80s, the late 80s era.
and he was kind of hot for a minute.
Yeah.
He had one summer where you couldn't touch him.
Right. He had it on Smash.
That album was crazy.
Yeah.
But was it about his lyrics or was it about the production work on it?
Which I didn't even know he was doing his production. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
Special
We
Ed
thought
was on
we
production.
thought Howie T was doing
That's what
everything.
I thought. Yeah.
But it wasn't. Howie T was overseeing certain things, but it was him.
Yeah, but what we saying back then, lyrics mattered, right?
It depends.
Lyrics
on what,
did matter, but
Yeah,
it got more important
because
when Kane. Keep it one. When Kane and De La, when De La came. Yo,
But
hold
see,
on.
I think because
See.
everybody had there was different corners of hip hop. So like when you talk about like Special Ed and like he wasn't a lyricist, just like Kwame wasn't a lyricist. It was Kwame and his production work. And everybody.
Which he
loved
did his
Kwame.
own production.
Exactly. But Kwame held his little corner, in hip hop history, and it was more about his production than say his lyrics.
You know what? I gotta rewind that back because we go to Ultramagnetic. Ultramagnetic MCs, that song, and what they were doing with lyrically, Set G and all of them, the terms they were using in rap, in hip hop, no one was scientific like that at that time. Nobody was going that deep with words and putting that in rhymes. Then because after them, that was 80s.
Yeah.
Here comes Rakim, with Rock, we starting to hear this where he start bringing more depth to the rap, right? Mm-hmm. I said De La because they were very playful with words. They were thinking outside of the box when it came to rap flow, word play. No one was talking about potholes in my lawn. The metaphor, what that was talking about people stealing their rhyme. Right. That was very play on words. No one was doing that.
That was hard,
which was hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it started because Kane ushered him and Rakim and Kane really ushered. You got to step your game up. Yeah. Lyrically, nobody was.
And I think Mo D.
Mo D.
Because Mo D took that Busy Bee style. Am I going too old for you?
No.
Okay, that's a compliment. It's a compliment. You know what I'm saying?
She said that very seriously. No.
Yeah. Because she's so defensive.
I'm not defensive.
Who was a rapper back in the days that you feel like, yo, this guy's nice? None of us named. He just never got his due.
From
whatever.
Any era.
Any era.
You feel like, you know what? We don't talk about this guy enough. He never got his due. This is the same one for you. I don't want you to feel like I'm just issuing a challenge to you. This is for the floor. From we talking 80s and 90s.
Who never got there?
Let's go 85. Let's go 86 to 96.
Oh, 85.
Let's 86 to 96.
I'm gonna have to give that one some thought.
Who
never?
Consideration?
Huh?
I'm sorry, guys. Who you got? Who you got? Who you got?
Coming for you in the words Styles P and Jada, coming for your head, Poe. He coming for your head.
We're gonna name one underrated. We're gonna name one overrated.
Ooh.
Let's do that. From 86 to 96. We're gonna find somebody that's
overrated, and underrated.
You first. I'll go second.
Underrated. As far as getting they due as a lyricist, right?
Lyricist. We're going to
straight lyricist. Underrated as a lyricist. Let me see.
I'll say Lord Finesse off the top of my head. He comes.
Lord Finesse. I agree. I kind of agree with that.
I'm sure I can find others. It's a rock.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that, but yeah, I got as far as underrated because there's so many other people, but they got they due on some level of it.
But
so
then,
many.
like you mentioned, Redman, and a lot of people don't mention Redman
That's
as
true.
far as a
That's
lyricist,
true.
and
As a
I think
lyricist,
Redman is very
I
underrated.
think he's ranked.
But he is ranked. He is ranked. He is ranked because yeah, he's ranked. He's ranked. Now people they just the popular he's never thought of as the top 5.
Right, exactly, and that's why
top 20. He's in the top 20. He's totally top 20.
And that's why I figured he would be the underrated one because a lot of people they never consider him.
Let's spice this up.
Overrated, I think was in it because he had all the other stuff going on. And I give him. I'm gonna put this on the side. The GOAT, in the essence of top 5 like basketball, top 5 positions. I'm gonna put this on the side.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that on the side. But I think overrated was LL. I think he was an overrated lyricist.
Really?
Yeah, because they would put. I think because he had everything else going on, and he battled, no question. He tore down. He ended some careers. He made careers hard for cats, but he's like basketball or boxing in that era. Here's LL. Think about what was happening in that era when he was going at certain cats and the cats he was going at.
People don't like LL because ladies like LL.
No. This is interesting. Like, okay, because it's not like why I'm gonna probably have to disagree with that. He took on people at like, let's say Mo D. At the time, Mo D was considered one of the top lyricists.
Yes. Okay.
He took on Cannabis. Cannabis was probably the hottest lyricist at the time. Even though I think Cannabis won that battle.
I think Cannabis won too.
Yeah.
I think
he didn't win the overall.
Overall, I think LL's performance of his rhyme outdid to me.
Not even.
Nah, dude. Like and Cannabis get crazy with it, but it's like his performance of the rhyme was what took it over.
I mean, he didn't even have on that 4-3-2-1 record. He didn't even finish in the top 3 for me.
I'm talking about him and Cannabis.
Cannabis had the second best verse to me. DMX had the
first best. DMX had the first. But I say L because he, what I was saying is that he didn't come after even at his epitome when he was, I'm saying, this kid, he didn't come after Kane.
He was taking shots.
He was, but they was very.
It's a record called Mr. Goodball.
Yes.
I deliver it when your daddy ain't home and all that. He was throwing shots. I know my hip hop. I seen it. I'm just letting you know, I don't know too much about other stuff.
The only thing I challenge is, your Biggie.
Okay,
and that's my overrated. That's my overrated.
Biggie's your overrated.
Yeah.
Biggie's your overrated?
Yeah, Biggie's my overrated.
Thank you. I was like this.
Biggie,
I really believe that people get caught up in the whole dead artist syndrome, and because even when
the King when he was alive,
and because no, he wasn't, because Biggie only had that one hot record for that one hot summer, and that was it.
Hot record.
And then it was like people, even when Biggie was alive, people was not putting him in the runnings as the greatest of all times. During that time, it was only
we're talking about who was the hottest. I wasn't talking about the greatest of all time because he only had one album in.
But that's when you're talking about the top 5. We're talking about the.
But we're talking about his first album. I don't even think that's fair to say after his first album. Okay, is he in the top 5 of all time? It's his first album. So all you could really do is compare him out of everybody that's out right now. When Nas was the hottest, Nas dropped early, when he dropped, that was it. When
Biggie dropped, I think the reason why people just swarmed to Biggie at that time was because he was the hardest as far as all of the Diddy artists. So people was just was just like, finally something hard, and it wasn't necessarily out of everything that was going on at the time that he was that he was all of that.
I have to disagree because it's not like it's not like Mace. I can understand that Mace came before Biggie. Mm-hmm. You had Flavor Year, which was a hard record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, I can't. Not that.
Let me throw this on the table, and this is kind of to give you, because I kind of never really gave Biggie's props for one reason. I almost got in a fight in a barbershop because Nas came out, and I wasn't feeling Nas at all, and I was like, yo, he biting Biggs. Album cover, and we got to a big thing, and this was in Brooklyn, in a barbershop in Brooklyn, on Green Avenue, around the corner off of Cambridge, St. James and Green, all that.
Wow, you out here wilding.
They was out there wilding, yo. So, do you think, talking about Biggie, that why you that part you just said about you think he's overrated because he felt it was hard or whatever? Do you also think it was about the production? Biggie's production that made Big pop? I'm talking to both of y'all.
Oh no, not to me.
If you took the beats, Warning, Big Papa, Juicy, Who Shot Ya, was it Machine Gun Funk, One More Chance, the remix and the other one. dreams of fucking R&B bitch.
Just take his whole
Take
catalog.
take the. No, I'm talking about the beats.
Okay, take all this.
Take that away and give him other production wise on those records. Do you think the production what gave him like, oh?
See, that's what I thought was special about him. It's like he knew how to ride the beat. So I think you could put him on a lot of those beats.
I just think that
if right now outside of Who Shot You, what beat he rhyme with when cats come to the station and freestyle? What other beat of his they rhyme over? You know what I'm saying? I don't think these beats are that phenomenal.
But the production behind the beat, though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I just think that
I think
think that because he was gritty, and like I said, at that time, everything was a little bit on the softer side. There was a lot of that, you know, and he
Nas
was
and Wu just dropped. How was it soft?
Exactly, and Wu was
It was hard.
Exactly, and I think that Wu,
But
that album was much better.
Big is gritty.
And
He gritty people like because he was gritty. You had other gritty people out.
But that's what I'm saying. And even during at that time, I think Wu was a lot better than Biggie. And that's why I said at the time when Biggie was alive, people wasn't even saying that he was all the top because Wu had came out at the exact same time and people was feeling Wu. More so than they were feeling Biggie when Biggie was alive. It's only after he died now all of a sudden
That's
people
not
got
true.
caught up in dead artist syndrome.
I personally think, and not taking nothing for Big, because I agree with you with the wordplay. I agree with you. He was the cat who did the words. He was what he was. And he became even better. So of course, if he'd have lived, I think it would have been.
His last verse was that verse on Victory.
You know what I'm saying? So
Gives me the chills.
right, which is crazy. But I'm gonna say this: who was hot at that time? You had Bad Boy, which Big was moving all the Bad Boy movement at that time. Like, he was the leader of that whole thing.
You talking around the time he died?
Before he died, like from his first record to going into that section of time, right? Them, Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Who else?
You got Nas.
Nas was out. Yep, Nas. The Fugees was out.
Yeah.
Within that time frame. Of course, we had Dre and Snoop.
Yeah.
Was out. West Coast. Who else was? Tribe Called Quest. Like, you think about it, that time, what was running? You had a bunch of other, but that was running radio, that was running the clubs, that everybody was like, these was the records that the artists that was just like, ah. I personally think that Big, his persona and all that became, but I think Puff as a producer and the team had it was way more like a Steph Curry. Without the rest of that, Steph is dope, but he's no LeBron James. He's no Kobe Bryant.
I think
I see
what you're saying, but as far as like, okay, like Puff just did a basic trick on the world. I'm gonna give my R&B artists hip hop beats. I'm gonna give my hip hop artists R&B beats.
But then he also helped him change his image.
Right. Let's dress him up. Let's make the fat, ugly person look cool. But he had something in him to give him that. Give him that spark.
True.
But if we're just talking about just straight like music, that boy can rhyme. Like he's rhyme with you.
I'm not saying
he went toe to toe with the great Meth.
Yes, yeah, he did.
You know, and Meth was on fire at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Master Killer could have got on that record and didn't.
See, why you got to throw the little shot at Master Killer though? Why? You know, that was so unnecessary.
I'm just saying. I just think. No,
I'ma
but
do my whole shot.
I am one of those rappers. I am one of those people that I don't just because you die now, I'm not gonna say you're nice. I'm that person. This kid was solid. Like when he was alive.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he was a garbage rap. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I just think that he's overrated as far as at the time. Like I said, when he was alive, people.
You a Pac fan?
A who?
Tupac fan? You a Tupac fan?
You got a little feeling going on.
Yeah, a little something, little feeling like you could be related.
I mean, Tupac.
I think
he's more of a poet. As far as him being, you know, an artist. Yeah. I appreciate him in that aspect.
We agree.
You know?
We're on the same page.
You know,
Yeah, I agree. Poet, more poet. I mean, he was more of a persona. He was more of a personality than a rapper.
Yeah,
He was a person. He was a personality. So him working with movies and all that kind of stuff, it was right up his alley. Like I don't even think he would have, personally, if he would have stayed in music, he would have been what Will Smith is to like that genre style of movie or theater. Pac would have been like the Robert De Niro.
And speaking of, there's
Al
good artists
Pacino.
that came out of Philly too, and it's like, Philly don't get their, they don't get their props as far as hip hop,
I think they get a lot of props.
They
Ever since we go back to what's your man that did the
Hilltop crew,
Spoonie Gee.
Spoonie Gee.
yeah, exactly, and that's and Biggie came out, from Spoonie Gee. So Spoonie Gee, then it's G Rap, and then it's Biggie. So I think, and I guess maybe.
What's wrong? What's happening right now?
And I think because I think he came underneath that umbrella.
No.
And that's why I'm really not impressed by.
Our favorite rapper loved King, and he helped put him on. He used to bring him on stage and have him rhyme because he was that impressed with his lyrics. You know that, right?
I don't understand.
Don't go against King.
I'm not going against. How did I?
I'm saying, so if Kane is co-signing him, we gotta co-sign him.
Co-sign who?
Kane was co-signing Biggie.
Okay, so what does that? And
If we believe in Kane, we gotta believe in him all the way.
But Kane will also say that Biggie came under that Spoonie G Rap umbrella.
I think he'll say more of his brand umbrella than
I told you I had this conversation already. Yeah, he will say that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Spoonie
I don't see Spoonie. I think Kane. This is my opinion. Like Kane, to me, Kane birthed the Biggies, the Jays.
All day.
Or he birthed that whole vibe.
Kane didn't birth Biggie. G Rap birthed Biggie, and Spoonie G birthed. Yes. Spoonie G birthed G Rap, and G Rap birthed Biggie.
Hip-hop,
yes,
absolutely. I'm about to take all that back.
I think G Rap birthed the honestly, I know the West Coast may feel some type of way, Dre, whoever. I think he birthed the whole gunplay, that whole gangster rap. There was nobody G Rap, gangster rap. I think he. No one heard that kind of like rap. Like you gotta remember, they came after G Rap.
No.
Yeah.
Well.
Wait, what?
Nope.
Wait. But how are you saying that gangster rap?
Hold on, hear me. Check me out.
G-Rap came out before.
He came out before Ice-T.
Right? You know that, right?
Ice-T. Everyone. There was no rap. Everybody around the United States of America was listening to New York hip hop, and they were emulating New York hip hop.
Right. Okay.
So everything about New York hip hop, they was emulating. It was emulating the Run DMC. They was emulating whatever that was. GPMD. Da. So then here come G-Rap. Talking, no other rapper was talking about that led them to go. I could talk about what's going on the streets. Ice-T was listening to G-Rap in them back then.
Oh, I agree with that.
And then he was come talking about the gangster, the gangs. He started talking about what his real life was, right? Because it was like because even it was an interview or something. That Ice-T was like, I can't really get into because he tried to do the like just rhyme, but it wasn't working for him. G-Rap was talking that stuff. Yo, I could talk about what's really going on in the rap.
I misunderstood what you said. But I agree with that.
I don't even say
but
that.
that's why I said even before that,
I'll
was
put
Spoonie G.
I'll put Big more under the umbrella of a Slick Rick before I would put him. You know what I'm saying? With that story, that melodic flow I was telling you about, melodic and storytelling. I'll put
paint pictures, yeah.
But
like when you feel like,
but
you know what I'm saying? Like
Slick
when
Rick
you
wasn't
that children's
hard,
story, you
though.
felt like.
But Slick Rick wasn't hard,
Huh?
you know.
That's not what I'm saying. It's not about being hard.
But see, when
I'm talking about, like you said, painting that picture where he's naming these characters in the story.
But G-Rap was a storyteller too.
Not like them. This is next level when you feel like you knew the characters in the verses. Like you could close your eyes and feel like you saw the video before the video came out.
Right.
G-Rap never gave me that feel.
Really?
Just me personally.
Okay, well.
Never.
And when he did, we already had a video. Streets New York, it was already a video. But I'm impressed with you. I'm impressed with you.
But like I said,
you know what I'm saying?
I believe it's Spoonie G, then G-Rap, then Biggie. And that's why, because to me, Biggie wasn't that original. So when people say, "Oh, well, Biggie," I was just like, but he's just, Cool G Rap 2.0. That's how I feel. Yeah.
I mean, but we can say about a whole bunch of rappers. You can say about Nas, a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
That you can say, oh, he sounds like him. He reminds me.
Rakim, birth Nas to me.
Oh, that's
Absolutely.
Slick Rick,
Absolutely.
it's like Slick Rick. It was Slick Rick and Rakim. Nas took that whole vibe.
both of them. Yeah.
Yep, he took that whole vibe and made his vibe.
Yeah.
That was that. I felt like.
What rapper? Do you think any rapper that was so far ahead of his time in the late '80s, maybe they would have been way more successful if they came out in the '90s?
That was ahead of their time. You know what?
And this is where I'm gonna give your boys props.
You
I thought if G Rap came out if he just came out like that when that '96 era when everything was shoot 'em up, bang bang, that Locks era and everything.
Yeah.
I thought G Rap would have been.
He would have won. He would have been.
He'd have messed around in the star.
Oh yeah, he would have been bigger than what he was.
It was just too early. And even if you go to Kane, I jumped off the Kane bandwagon. Where it was a record called Don't Curse. I don't know if y'all remember.
Yeah, Heavy D and all.
He had the purple suit, the purple blouse. And he had a broken hand in the video. This is around he was doing this Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness. Yeah.
And he looked crazy. Migos wear those outfits today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, if he could have just waited a few years, you know what I'm saying? Just waited a few years, but he was, I don't know, man.
Speaking of that, you heard what and I can give him props because he brought this to the attention of the first person I heard say it, and it connected, and I was like, that's right. Ninth Wonder. He was in one of his, because he does the Harvard thing. He does hip hop and stuff like that at these colleges. He said Migos flow. We heard it before. It was from Chuck D. What was that? Was it Bring the Noise?
Say that again?
Migos flow. We heard the Migos flow way ahead before Chuck D introduced it. He said, if y'all want to blame that whole stutter style, blame it on Chuck D. Word. It's is it Bring the Noise? Bring the Noise. Oh, I gotta play it because yo.
Ninth Wonder was high as hell.
Nah. I'm telling you. Hold on.
You hear that? Do you hear that? You don't even listen. You don't even know what Migos record.
I'm sure I probably heard something, but just don't know that it's Migos.
What new music do you like?
What new music?
Do you like any new hip hop music? He just wanted the reason to play Public Enemy. That's all. Don't fall for this shit.
There we go. Here we go. So this is the verse, and I was like, that's crazy. Here you go.
He's right. But I guarantee you, Migos never listened to
No. No, but he introduced that flow, and we heard it before, but not in the. Of course, they refined it. Then Drake took it and refined it even more.
So, my lady, bring us home. It's about that time. I know you would love to talk to me all these hours.
No,
but it was cool. We didn't really go at each other.
No, we did not go at it. Yes.
I think because I was the mediator, I
wasn't sitting down. If Tek wasn't here, I wasn't sitting down. No way.
Really?
Because you were trying to start with me.
Absolutely not. You like to try to get me riled up, and that's why you brought all of this up.
Because you smile more, like your cheekbone.
I always smile. Yes, I do. I'm always smiling. Anyways, this was a great dialogue.
Yes,
gentlemen.
dialogue was great.
Yes, and I appreciate it because I don't always get to talk about music, So, and I appreciate it.
We appreciate you back. Anytime you need, listen, you want to do a part 2 one day?
Yes.
He's going to bring Pyro in. He's going to talk about Marshall Montana.
And you know what? I don't even like Marshall.
I think he, you thought your vocals was messed up last show.
You know what? But them Marshall Montano fans, they will pay
you about to get it.
$100 to go see him in a car wash.
I'm
they are
not scared to nowhere
diehard.
next to you because shots.
I will say the
They are
intimacy
diehard.
junkie. She had an intimate conversation, a hip hop intimate conversation on music. That was dope.
Take.
No, okay. I'm just
Listen, we
trying
gonna
to get
say
you
that
riled up, but there.
We're gonna say this for the overtime show, but you're in trouble. I just want you to know you're in trouble.
I don't care. We could do that. We could do that. So you want it so much.
Peace and love, y'all.